Hi, I'm Ron Burgundy.
And I'm Shem Mendelson.
And today we're here to tell you about an exciting event that we're planning right now.
Camp Kesher. Baby.
Camp Kesher, 2008.
Number 2.
Number 2. This is one sequel you're going to want to see.
And I tell you what, this here information that you're about to get about Camp Kesher numero 2, 2008, is what you need to know to get your kids ready for the summer.
Now, caller, you're on the phone.
Hey guys, it's Arun!
Hey, Arun! How are you doing?
I'm having a wonderful time preparing for this year's Camp Kesher.
Well, tell us about some of the feedback that you saw coming out of the campers that you were serving through worship.
Let me put it this way. At the beginning of the week, we had a few young ladies dancing to the praise music.
Okay.
End of the week, I had some teenage boys out there dancing to the Lord.
Wait, hold on a second. You had teenage boys, campers dancing?
Campers dancing.
Miracle.
That's amazing.
Miracle.
So it sounds like a lot of them were really getting out of their shell and just
definitely
worshiping.
As David did.
Wow, that's exciting. Well, thank you for calling us, Arun. And
thank you guys. You're doing great work here.
Thanks a lot. See you next time.
We'll see you there. All right, so you just heard from one of the leaders, and he was involved in the worship.
And this is a huge change from last year because we've upgraded from a Summit Grove camp over in New Freedom, Pennsylvania to Tell High Camp over in Honeybrook, Pennsylvania. Now,
so what does that mean for people who live in New York, New Jersey, closer in that area?
Huge help. They're actually closer now to camp, and Maryland people are now a little bit farther away, so everybody can kind of come at the same distance.
Wow. Okay, so it's a good central location. Now let's talk about the actual campsite, the campgrounds, and what it has to offer your children.
There's all kinds of activities going on. We've got challenge course and zip lines. We've got recreational fields,
horseback riding,
volleyball,
swimming,
gymnasium, hiking trails. We even got fishing, boating, and miniature golf.
Oh my goodness, this sounds like the ultimate camping experience.
It's incredible. And I tell you what, these kids are going to have a great time, but you know what? Their days are packed, and you need to know what's going on. So last year we had basically early morning get up, about 7.
Okay.
We had prayer at the pole, at the flag raising. We then had breakfast. Prior to breakfast, actually, we had a little bit of exercise.
Oh, calisthenics. To get those muscles going, get that blood flowing.
You know, and these kids were groggy in the morning, and that really just picked them up.
Oh, yeah.
After breakfast, we moved to Torah time, a little bit of teaching. Then we had an activity, and you know what? My buddy Jason, he puts together some activities that make your head spin.
He's a good guy.
It's incredible stuff. So if you recall, capture the flag, dodgeball, all kinds of crazy games like relay races. I mean, this is what the day was packed with. Now, we want to keep in mind that it's not all just fun and games.
I hear that there's going to be a lot of spiritual growth.
Indeed, and we have not only Torah time in the mornings, but we have worship and we have speakers coming in throughout the week.
Now, I know that some of the people were Jewish, some of the people were Gentiles. I know that there were also some campers, first time ever being exposed to a religious camp.
It was miraculous to see what God did through the testimonies of these here counselors, sharing with the kids. And, you know, that makes Camp Kesher pretty unique. There's no real organization or ministry that runs the show. You know?
Wow. So who runs the camp then?
We've got a smattering of different kind of leaders.
Whoa. So what you're saying is this camp has been so successful that people who share in the vision of running a camp and creating a messianic community for young people come together and make this camp?
Yeah, and you know, they really have a vision, they really have a purpose. And seeing the success from last year, I mean, I think this is something that God already has made Camp Kesher to a success.
Kids were having a great time, getting a lot of spiritual growth, connecting with Messianic community, just having a life-changing experience, and all we're really asking is to share it with more people.
We got to let the parents know what they need to do.
What do they need to do?
They need to call the number that they see on the screen.
This one down here? Oh wait, I'm not seeing one down.
This one up here, buddy.
Oh, all right, let's get that down here.
Now, to get this kind of information, you need to call this number, or you need to visit the website, which we've got hopefully running up soon. And you'll be able to find the website in our brochures and our flyers.
There we go, brochures.
Now, we also want to let you know that there were so many kids that we see every week that went to Camp Kesher 1 that we asked them just recently what they thought about Camp Kesher. 6 months later, you notice they were bundled up, a little bit chilly outside, 6 months or so after camp, and they really had something to say about it.
That sounds great. Let's take a look.
Awesome!
Yeah?
What'd you like about it?
Everything!
Like what?
Everything!
It had been a few weeks and it was kind of a downtime at home. I was really, mostly sitting in my room all day, crying from time to time, and and
Don't hold it back. If you need to cry, you can.
No, it's okay. I'm trying to hold it together.
Okay.
Sorry. No, but my dad came in my room while I was, writing poems and stuff, and mostly about how my life had become a big mess of
of nothingness.
I was just like really depressed. I wasn't getting to know any of the Messianic community around Maryland. And
Was your life feeling like an empty void of sadness
it was more like
that needed to be filled with something?
yeah, it was like an empty shaped camp, a camp-shaped hole in my heart. It was like it needed to be filled with something, but I didn't know what.
So what filled that hole, Avi?
Well, my dad. As I'm saying, I was writing the poems, and my dad came in my room, and he was like, Avi, are you free for the next week or so? And I was like, I don't know, I'm kind of busy, sitting here. And he's like, well, okay, well, pack your bags, we're going to Camp Kesher. I was so happy, and so we went to Camp Kesher, and we played Frisbee, and I got to know all the kids in Maryland, all the Messianic community. It was great, made a lot of new friends, and it was just so much fun. And I must say, I'm very excited for this next Camp Kesher coming up.
The food was really good.
Tell us about the parents that you met, the people. Tell us about first day of camp.
Well, first day of camp last year, I saw the faces of these parents, and some of them were petrified. I mean, they were anxious. They were scared. It was the first time they were letting their kid go off to camp on their own.
That's pretty scary.
When I saw one parent, I said, parent, I looked him in the eyes. I said, parent, listen. Your kid's gonna be safe.
They're gonna be safe.
Your kid's gonna be fine and grow.
They're gonna be fine and they're gonna grow.
And you know what? You get a week off.
Ha! Hallelujah!
Amen.
That should be enough right there. How much does this camp cost?
Well, I'll tell you what. Camp is gonna be the same price as last year.
Okay.
It's gonna be about $350, one easy payment, done for the week.
Or 300 easy payments of $1.
That could actually work out quite well.
Yep. And you can send your child, if you don't want to drive them, in FedEx packaging.
Bubble wrap is amazing this time.
Bubble wrap. You know why? Because when they don't get enough oxygen, they just pop a few, and then they could just go for a few more miles, just getting that air out of those.
And you know what?
bubbles.
These kids, when they arrive to camp, they're actually going to be able to encounter all kinds of connection, and that's why it's called Camp Kesher.
That's right, because Kesher means
Connection.
community.
Connection.
Connection.
Connection in a community.
In a community.
So our job here is done. We hope you got enough information. Honestly, these brochures and flyers that come out, they're going to give you all that you need. So keep in mind, Camp Kesher 2008.
2008.
And make sure you get your kids there. Listen, we know you might be scared to let your kids come to camp. But they're going to be great. You're going to be great. God's going to be great because He always is. And honestly, we just love to see your kids there. You've been good to us. We want to say have a good one. Cheers, brother.
This is very sugary.
Yeah, I imagine so much sugar your teeth.
I wish I had that healthy food from Camp Kesher. I hear this stuff's bad for your teeth. Anyway, see you next time.
Good, guys.
All right.
See ya.